semicircle around me. I don't do the center of the circle thing. I like a big semicircle. I'll turn for you guys. Give us space. All right, before we get started today, I talked to you guys a little bit about what wrestling is and how you should approach learning it. Now, for one, wrestling is a tournament. And I'm not talking about individual tournaments. I'm talking about that it is a sport that is shaped very much like a pyramid, where there are a very few guys that are at the top. Get off the wall. Get off the wall out in front of me. There are very few guys that are at the top, and then there's a bunch of losers below them. How many guys at the top are there?
One.
Around one at each weight. And it narrows at every age group. There are way more youth state champions than there are high school state champions. And when you get to college, there's only 10 national champions. And it narrows again after that. So, what do we have here? We have a competition where the overwhelming, and I mean overwhelming majority, will become losers in the end. Pretty much, when do people become losers in wrestling? That's when they decide they no longer want to wrestle anymore. It's almost always for the same reason. It's because a lack of passion and drive, and they stop wrestling. Fine. How can we make sure we don't end up with the rest of the crowd? Because the crowd is going to be the losers. The crowd doesn't know where they're going. They're following one another. Well, you cannot follow the crowd in this sport. You must be different if you are going to stand out. You must take some risks, and you must be enormously focused. If you guys look around, most people aren't all in. They haven't made the full commitment. They like wrestling. They enjoy doing it. But have they burned their boats? Are they truly all in? You guys heard that story? You guys know what the burning of the boats is? Some military, they brought their boats on the shore. I think it might have been Julius Caesar. I don't really remember, but they brought their boats on the shore. They were like a small armed forces that was up against an enormous enemy, and the commander set all their boats on the fire so that there was no retreat. Most people who are wrestlers, they've got a path of retreat. If you want to be amazing, you can only be all in. Because you can't beat someone that is all in unless you are too. And that's a fact. Someone who out-commits you and out-sacrifices you will work harder, be more focused, and just win in the end. You might be ahead of them now, but they will catch you. And if you're the person who's all in, you will catch up to that superstar who's been wrestling since he's 6 years old, because he's not as focused, he's not as committed, he's not as fanatical as you are. In the end, the fanatics win in this sport. Now, what are some of the differences I notice about these people? Well, for one, they shut up and drill. Their drilling is something sacred to them. You will not see them leave their stance. You will not see them talk. You will not see them messing around with other people, and you will not see them not working hard. Personally, I didn't make this commitment until my junior year of wrestling. I got a little bit of taste of success. I heard some of the speeches some of my good coaches were giving, and I bought in really hard. After that, I went from the kid who fools around and has fun and doesn't always take it serious to the guy who never messes around. And if I'm with a partner that's messing around, I'm personally offended because you are getting in my way of becoming the best I can be. I don't put up with it. To this day, you will not see me drilling, standing up straight and chatting, ever again. I hope that becomes something for you, but like I said, what does the crowd do? The crowd follows everyone else. They're too distracted by the rest of the world to get focused on themselves, their goals, and their future. So, right now we're going to go back to work. I'm going to see you guys focused. I know I'm going to. Let's see how long it lasts. By the end of the day, I know you guys are going to have lost focus. I'm hoping a few of you guys can just keep your mouth shut, stay in the zone, and learn that habit. Because the two things that are probably most important that separate the rest from the champion are, for one, that fanatical ideology, the mind frame of that this is the most important thing in the world to me and then I'll sacrifice everything for it. And as a result, their drilling habits. Because the habits that you have when you're drilling make you the wrestler that you will become. Okay, so now we're going to get into some technique. Like I said, my technique style when I teach, we're going to do plenty of live throughout the session, and then we'll be able to go regular live afterwards. But I know a lot, and I'm only with you guys for like 5 hours this week. 3 right now, and then probably 2 on Friday. So my question to you is, what do you guys want to see me teach? I am good everywhere. My suggestion is that you don't ask for that fun bullshit that's like really not going to make you a great wrestler, but that you ask me about positions, because that's where the great wrestling happens. So the main things I teach, I'm just going to say first. I'm really good at upper body wrestling. I'm really good at defense. I'm really good at short offense, and I'm really good at the top position. Those are like my best things. What would you like to see?
Could you maybe some bottom?
Some bottom, okay.
Like leg defense too.
Leg defense, okay. I'd really rather not teach that, but I will show you guys some stuff. Usually I teach bottom through top. So I asked this to Lizak the other day because it's like an important question to me that I agree with him. I believe top position is the advantage position, and against the most elite guy, the guy on top is going to beat you up on bottom, and there's nothing you can do, even with perfect technique. He's going to beat the hell out of you. In fact, there's specific rules in place to make it safer for the bottom guy. You're not allowed to do full Nelsons, you're not allowed to clasp, etc. That's because just it's like obvious that the top guy is in a winning position. Anything else other than that? See, things that people want. What do you guys want over here?
Oh, upper body.
Upper body wrestling? Crab riding?
I was just saying upper body.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do our upper body on Friday, because I don't need quite as much time to teach it. And we'll do our top position today. And as I teach top, you will be learning things such as the leg riding, leg defense, and how to, the main strategies on bottom. So give me a little bit more space. Let me get, where's,
Coach Cosmos.
Edwin. Is he here? Yeah, Edwin, come on out here. I don't want Mr. Flexible Shoulders from my crab ride. All right, so before we even get into the crab ride, let's talk about the general strategy on top. What is it? What am I supposed to do?
Turn.
Yeah, okay, but what's your coach teach you to do? Step 1. Get them flat, right? Who here wrestles freestyle? Who here has seen freestyle? You defend on bottom. How do you defend on bottom in freestyle? What do you do?
Stay flat.
Starfish.
Stay down.
Yeah, so which one is it? Is it easier to turn him? Why would I want to make him flat if flat is the best position for him to stop you from turning him?
So you can't stand up.
Yeah, that's right. So you can't stand up. So we're coming from a paradigm that is the bottom guy's supposed to escape. Let's do everything we can to stop him from getting out. I think that's wrong. I think that's just because there's a bunch of guys who aren't good at top. I think if you take the opposite side of the coin, it is the bottom guy's whole job to not get turned, and you should just be trying to throw him on his back the whole time. It's up to you what you choose. What I'm going to teach you today is going to be difficult to learn at first, but then you get really good on top. When I say really good on top, as a college wrestler, I got turns in almost every match. If I was on top, I was very dangerous, and this is against guys who are really good on bottom. So let's start by sitting on your butt. We're going to show you guys the basic position that I achieve. So here's our crab ride position. I've got a deep half on the neck, almost reaching to the other side, and I have a tight waist. Boom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull him back to the side of the tight waist, and either keep an elevator here with my knee tucked tight. Try to get your leg out right now. Go ahead, get out, get out, get out. See how hard it is to get out? Or I'm going to keep my knee up to my elbow. Try to jump over. So jump over. Jump, jump. See how he can't? If my knee's down, jump over. He gets over, I either get Petersoned or he turns into me. So, the first thing we're going to do is mini live goes from here with your partner. You're going to get into the position. You're going to see how long you can hold him here. Holding someone here, once you're good at it, isn't that hard. When you're not good at it, it's real tough. How long are we trying to hold him for here? Minimum. How long? How long do I need to hold him here? Come on.
A minute.
Minutes, too long.
Period.
Not even. 2 swipes. If I hold someone on their back here for 2 seconds, I can come on top and I can do it again. And I can do it a lot of times in a minute. A lot. So, half deep on the neck, tight waist, boom. Pull them back, either knee up, try to get out, go. 1, 2. I'm back on top. I scored. I can go right back into it in a match. This is a new count. I released my half. Right now, we don't do all that, though. We start in the crab ride position. The top guy's going to be, okay, ready, set, go. And then the bottom guy's just going to scramble like crazy. He's either going to reverse you, or you're going to end up back on top of him. When you do that, stop scrambling and let the other guy go. You should not be scrambling for more than 10 seconds. Okay? The whole point here is, can I hold him for at least 2 seconds? If you did, you're victorious. And then can I not give up a reversal? Questions?
Wait, I do. Wait, is it like, are you allowed to put it on his back?
Say it again?
Like in the crab ride, are you allowed to put it back?
Yeah, we're going to start here. We're starting in the tilt, right? So here, boom, knee tucked in tight. He's on his back here. 1, 2, 3.